doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties. I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. For today's backdrop, we are using our DIY townhouses. They are pretty tall, and we just arranged them so we could have a little L shape. I thought it would be fun to switch it up. I was at Target and found this on the shelf. One of the new ily 4Ever dolls. This is the I Love Stitch doll, celebrating 100 years of Disney. Like the earlier ily 4Ever dolls, this one was $29.99. Then I went online and ordered the other dolls. I Heart Bambi, I Heart Mickey Mouse, and I Heart Ursula. I'm noticing some differences. Our first ily 4Ever dolls say shopdisney.com, and the new ones say Jakks Pacific. The packaging looks different. We're getting a plastic shell. You can see the doll on the side. On this original ily packaging, we just had a plastic window on the front, with a scrapbook-like doll scene on the back. On the new packaging, we see different ways to mix and match the clothing pieces. The balloons are gone with the surprise Disney park treats and replaced it with a ring? That's not a mini? No! Sorry, I might have overreacted. What I meant to say was, there is now a ring for you. And it looks like the double jointed knee is now a single hinge. Let's get these dolls out of the box for a closer look. I am a fan of articulation, so getting less articulation at the same price does kind of make me feel some kind of way, personally. Do take care when removing the clothing from the packaging. All those little plastic stays are leaving some holes in the garments. Here is the ring that replaced the Disney park treats. It is plastic, it has glitter, there is some shedding, there's a lot of texture there, and the bottom of the ring is split, so that could help with sizing. And there it is. Oh, but I like the little heart cutout from the packaging. Here's the doll. Oh wow, she has very soft hair. It is brown with a little bit of a wave to it. She has a center part. The inset eyes were traded for painted eyes. The inset eyes on the original ily 4Ever dolls kind of elevated them. However, I did have a few issues with mine. When I got them wet during a head transplant, they reacted and got a little wiggly or cloudy. But then we found out we could customize their eyes and even found an Etsy shop that sold them. But painted eyes can easily be customized as well. The I Love Stitch doll's ears are not pierced. She comes with a blue fuzzy hat that says 626, which is adorable because Stitch is Experiment 626. However, to me, the hat is just a little bulky. However, I am loving this kimono. It is sheer, all the edges are sewn. We can see pictures of Stitch, Angel, and Scrump. Underneath, she wears a Stitch tank top with ribbon straps, denim shorts with mustard yellow stitching. There's a fun little detail there at the waist, a faux button. We have faux pockets, the bottom is frayed, there's a little Stitch handprint on the side, and a little ily tag on the other. Both pieces Velcro in the back, and she has blue slides. This doll has articulation at the neck. It can rotate all the way around. We have some articulation at the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the hip, the knee. Now for me, this knee was very tight, so I do have to be careful when bending it. And there is rotation at the ankle. With the original ily dolls, it was pretty easy to just pop their legs out. However, the new doll's legs are pretty good at staying in place. When comparing that knee joint, we are losing some range of motion. However, we are getting a lot of accessories. We're getting 2 bags, We have a brown bag that says Stitch. There's even a little keychain attached that moves, or maybe they're charms, but one says Ohana, it looks like a surfboard, and the other one is a red flower. We have some cardstock inside that kind of looks like you could turn it into a doll binder if you want to do a little DIY. Just remove the tape and it's pretty much done. The second purse is Stitch's head, and it does open. We get blue glasses that say Stitch 626, a complete second outfit including shoes. Doll clothes are my weakness, and I'm starting to feel a little better about this. The outfit can fit OG Illy dolls. We get a red tank top that says Ohana with a little tie at the bottom, a layered ruffled skirt, and some soft red shoes. This outfit is an easy fit on a Barbie. You know I had to try. This is a classic Barbie body, and for me, it was easier to put the skirt on the Barbie than it was to get it onto the Illy doll. The top is too large on our G3 Monster High Cleo. However, I think the skirt is doable. I have similar results with a Rainbow High doll. The top is large, but the skirt fits. The Rainbow High doll can almost fit these shoes. Here is our curvy made-to-move Ariel. She can easily fit the top, however, I could not get the skirt on. In the comments, someone wanted to know if we could try the clothes on a Bratz doll. My Bratz dolls are curvy made-to-move Barbie hybrids. So I grabbed this collector doll on Amazon. It's the Cult Gaia Bratz Cloe doll. She comes dressed in a blue butterfly top, ombre blue to yellow pants, has a miniature Cult Gaia pearl bag, a bucket hat, a second outfit with a body form, but no shoes. And this purse is plastic, but it's really cute. The doll's hair is kind of rough. There is some product in it. I was interested in this doll because she does have arm articulation. We have a joint at the shoulder, the upper arm, the elbow, however, it's kind of loose, and the wrist. She can move at the head, hip, and has a bend and click knee. There's rotation at the ankle, and her feet are removable. The skirt is a little large on a Bratz. The shirt looks oversized, although I don't mind it so much with the butterfly top underneath, and it covers up the fact that the skirt is a little large. Yeah, I think this look could work, but I think the jean shorts are a little large, as well as the Stitch shirt. Here's Poppy Parker from Integrity Toys in the first outfit. Here's the second outfit. She has a little room in it, but I think it works. It's perfect on a classic Barbie. The shorts are so cute on a curvy, but they are snug. They are pulling at the seam on the sides, and I wasn't able to close it in the back. The top fits great. It's a little loose on a G3 Monster High doll. The shorts fit a Rainbow High doll, but the top is too large. The I Love Mickey ily 4Ever doll has braids, black sunglasses with silver dots around the edges, brown painted eyes, dark lipstick, wears a red faux leather jacket with a faux zipper. There is fringe on the arms. She has a red and black bag that can open, wears a Mickey t-shirt, black denim shorts with silver studs and an Illy tag on the side, and black boots. And I just noticed that the legs can go out to the side now. The hip is cut higher, so we get more range. I think this outfit looks really good on a Poppy Parker. Perfect on a Barbie. I couldn't get the shorts to fit our curvy Barbie body, but the tops fit. I think it's safe to say that everything is going to be a little large on a Monster High doll and a Bratz. The shorts will be high-waisted on a Rainbow High doll, and the tops will be large. The second look has a one-shoulder top with a tie on the side, a Mickey Mouse necklace, jeans with a Mickey Mouse print. It has belt loops and stitched pockets. Comes with a Mickey Mouse bag with a painted chain. that can open, and white shoes with Mickey and Minnie. We get a silver ring, and now that I'm seeing all the fashion and accessories, I'm okay that we don't get the surprise toy. However, I would gladly trade the Mickey ring for Mickey ears. I can't get the jeans on a curvy, but she can wear the top. They are loose fit jeans on a classic Barbie. I think it's a great look. They are high-waisted jeans on a rainbow high doll, and the top is a little large. Everything is a little loose on a Poppy Parker doll, but if you want to move the Velcro over a little, you can get an almost perfect fit. Up next, I love Bambi. She has blonde hair, it feels soft, blue eyes, pink lipstick, wears a pink hat with a brown ribbon. She wears a long sleeve top with a Bambi graphic on the front. The top has a collar, a band at the bottom, and ruching on the sleeves. She wears a brown fuzzy skirt, has a brown purse with a gold painted chain and some painted details on the front. And she wears knee-high boots with brown painted heels. Here's the look on a rainbow high doll. It's really cute on Poppy Parker. Perfect on a classic Barbie. The top can fit a curvy Barbie body, however, I can't get the skirt to close in the back. The Bambi doll comes with a pink Mickey Mouse glitter ring and a second outfit. She has a gold-colored necklace with a little deer charm hanging from the bottom, a long sleeve top with printed knit sleeves. There's also a knit print on the body as well as a faux collar and a very elaborate design. The sleeves gather at the bottom and have long cuffs, paired with a fuzzy patch skirt with decorative faux buttons. I kinda love those. And there's a little hidden Mickey on her pocket. She has a Bambi purse that can open and a pair of brown boots with painted details. Aw, I think this look is kinda cute on a rainbow high doll. The fit isn't too bad at all. It's a very cute look on our curvy Ariel. It does take a little bit of work to get her hands through the sleeves, and I wasn't able to close the skirt in the back. But as long as she doesn't turn around or try to sit down, I think it's cute. As usual, it is perfect on a classic Barbie, and it fits Poppy Parker as well. Last but not least, here is the I Love Ursula doll. She has purple hair styled in a high ponytail. The hair is super soft. It has a little wave to it. However, this ponytail feels like it has a little bit less volume than the rest of the dolls. She has brown eyes, a plum lip color, earrings. The earrings are removable. She wears a fur coat. It's like a light lavender or lilac, has a little silver Ursula pin. She has a black clutch with painted details, wears a black shirt with mesh at the top, wears a pleated iridescent skirt with a black underskirt. The iridescent fabric is pretty stiff, and she has knee-high black boots with tentacles carved into them. I think this doll is super pretty. I love her face. And I didn't have any problem bending her knees, whereas all the other dolls were a little bit of a challenge. The top is large on a rainbow high doll, but the skirt fits. Our curvy Ariel can fit the top, but I can't close the skirt in the back. It's a loose fit on a Poppy Parker doll, and pretty much a perfect fit on a classic Barbie. Ursula's ring is purple, and her second look is a purple top. It's a fuzzy crop top with a blue crown printed on it, I think, with plastic bead straps, sheer sleeves. She has a silver-colored trident necklace, a green purse with a purple quilted pattern, dark bell-bottom pants. They're kind of like a charcoal color with a marble print, and purple strappy shoes. The pants are a perfect fit on a rainbow high doll. However, the top is too large. Everything fits a Poppy Parker doll pretty good. The top fits a curvy great. I was able to close the pants. However, the material is stretched and we can see through it a little. And it's a perfect fit on a classic Barbie. When we started this video, I definitely had feelings about the reduced knee articulation and the loss of the Disney park treats. But I love that we get so many fashion items. 2 complete outfits that we can mix and match. I liked the inset eyes, but I don't mind the painted ones. However, I definitely have feelings about the rings. But the fact that all the clothes are compatible with a classic Barbie totally outweighs them all. But that's just my opinion. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you for joining us while we took a look at new ily 4Ever dolls by Jakks Pacific. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!